Hi, and welcome back to Lizard Studios. Today we are going to be making a wood sculpture. We're going to be talking also about volume and proportion and pattern and unity, okay? And we're also going to be talking about the work of Kengo Kuma, an architect that makes wood sculptures that you could walk into, okay? So to begin today's work, we need to get our materials on the table. Let's do it! Okay, so today you are going to need wood, because if we make a wood sculpture, you need wood, okay? Things made out of wood. So for example, I have different things here that are optional for you to get. You could get anything that you have at your house, around your neighborhood, okay? And then bring them to school and do it, or do it at your house. All right, so let me tell you what you need. You need glue, white glue, because it's really good to get everything glued together, okay? And it really sticks with wood, okay? Now you need different pieces of wood. For example, these are sticks in which I put fruits in, and I make little fruit sticks, okay, for snacks. And I put these here because just in case I needed them, I had them around, and I put them here so you could see them. You could use those and make your sculpture out of this. Or you could make your sculpture out of popsicle sticks. Popsicle sticks are also made of wood. So these are colored, okay? There's also popsicle sticks that are the color of wood. Now, like I paint, and I paint a lot, I have these because of the canvases that I buy, and these are the sticks that you stick in the corner of the canvases. So these were left over and I always saved them, okay? So I had all these little wood pieces. And I also have wood blocks that I had from several games that I had, and I no longer use them. So I always kept these wood pieces. So you need to look around your house, around your school, to see what wood pieces you have. If you can't find anything like this, then you could go out into the woods, into a forest, into a park maybe, that you could walk by, and then you just take little pieces of wood, see, little sticks, you know, tree branches. This is a really big tree branch that I found, and this is a wood bark, okay? This you could also use for a sculpture. You are also going to need a bottom, the top, well, for your bottom you're gonna need the top of maybe a yogurt or maybe a glass bottle, okay, that you throw away. Well, these I always recycle, well, I always reuse them. So we're going to use that. You're gonna need only one. I think I'm gonna take this big one to use the big one today, okay? Today we are going to talk about Kengo Kuma. He is an architect, a Japanese architect that works with a few associates that are also architects to build this beautiful, beautiful, wonderful sculptures such as this one in Paris, France. Now this sculpture is made of different wood pieces that are all identical, and he puts them in such a way that it looks just like it's going up into the air, and it looks like all the wood pieces might be different, but they're actually all the same. In this sculpture you could walk into, it's called a pavilion, when you could walk into a space, okay, that people could meet. And this is called a wood pavilion, that people could walk into it, all right? He has made many others because he is an architect, and he has made many others, like this one that is round in the middle of a forest, and is made with smaller pieces, not so long, but they're more square, rectangular pieces. And he makes a whole huge sphere that you could also walk into and people could gather around. Now, he has also made other pavilions or other places that people could walk into and stay there, like this one right here, that it's a wind pavilion where their wind comes into it and it's really fresh, okay? So this is another example of a huge wood and architectural piece, okay? Now, all of these sculpture-like pieces that he has made have huge volume because people could walk in, so it needs to be big for a person to walk in, of course. And it has, the proportion is really, really, really big, okay? And its volume is also very, very big. Now, it has unity. The unity is made by the wood pieces being the same and being one next to the other. That gives it unity, because all those wood pieces create a pattern that continues all around the sculpture. Okay, and that's the way that his pieces of work look so beautiful. All right, and if you walk up to one of those, you just want to go in and you want to go around it and look at it. All right, so today we are going to be inspired by him to make a sculpture. All right, so let's begin our work. Now, if you want to create a piece with wood, like this type of wood, well, what you need to do is take a piece of wood and have it become the bottom of your sculpture. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take all the other different pieces of wood and you're going to start stacking them up and creating that sculpture. Okay, maybe you could just glue 2 together or 3 together like this, like I'm putting right here. All right, and glue them down. You have to hold it for 10 seconds so it could stay glued down, and you could do that. Okay, but today I'm not going to use this. I am going to use other type of wood that you could find at school. Okay, maybe if you bought a canvas, you have 4 of these wood pieces, and these wood pieces are very, I mean, you could really find them anywhere. So what I'm going to do today is take the wood pieces that are more accessible to us. I am going to use this top of a yogurt, okay, and I'm going to glue them here so we have a stable bottom. So the first thing that I'm going to do today is take these wood pieces here to make some support, okay, and I'm just going to glue them down. Now remember to use white glue because white glue works really well. And I'm just making this up as I go, okay. I'm going to make a support here. Alright, and I'm going to use another one and I'm going to use it just like, maybe like this. Well, right in the middle, why not? So I'm going to put some glue here and glue here. Don't worry if you spill the glue because it will become see-through later on, so that's fine, alright? Now I have this, you know, I'm building up the pieces, and now I am going to use some of these and some of these. I'm going to repeat patterns so we have some different type of patterns and everything unifies by using that pattern, okay? Now I'm going to use these and I'm going to put these here at the ends. And then I'm going to just continue putting pieces. Watch me as I put them. I'm just thinking about this in my head and putting them as I think about them, okay? Okay, and now I am going to start using some of these sticks to put everywhere, okay? Okay, and I am making a sculpture. Look at that. A wood sculpture. Right? Now, let's see if I need some more of these. Oh, I think I'm good with these. Right? I think so. Okay. What you could do also is around the edge here, if you have space left over, you might want to also put some pieces of wood. Okay, just to give it unity, give the whole thing unity. So I am going to glue some wood pieces there. Let's see. And now I don't know what I would like here. Maybe some of these repetition here, or maybe like this. So I am going to just cut them in half with my hands, just like that. Take the point off. Well, just leave it on. It's hard to take off, really. So I'm just gonna leave it on, and just with my fingers, cut them in half, and put 4 of them here. And now I have finished the wood sculpture, guys. So look at this. This sculpture has got volume. You can see in the front camera that it has got a volume because it takes up space. It also has proportion. Well, if my hands were people, little people, then they could walk around it. Of course, we're not gonna make a huge sculpture, wood sculpture. We're gonna make a small wood sculpture in our classroom or at home. So proportion has got to be a little bit smaller, okay? Now, it also has patterns. Patterns 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and all of that it creates a unity, and it makes the sculpture just be unified, stay unified and create unity. That's what we want to do in all of our work, in our art pieces, okay? Now, for example, in this one here, we're gonna leave our sculpture dry 1 week because it needs to dry. And then in the next class, we are going to be decorating it with details, but that's gonna be in the next class. So I just wanted to show you these little sculptures that I had here, that I also used different kinds of wood and then I decorated them. And I'm gonna show you here so you can see them from the up here camera, okay? From the Senatol camera. And this one here, I put rubber bands. So start gathering little things that you have around the house to unify this sculpture right here, okay? So we're gonna let it dry for a week and then I'll see you guys next week. Let's go over everything we have done today. Today we have just began our sculpture by gathering different pieces of wood from around the house, from around our school, from the forest, okay, also, or from a garden or a park nearby. Wood always falls on the ground and you could collect those pieces, okay, to make sculptures. So what I did was I took these, okay, and I selected a few pieces of wood that were the color of wood because that's the wood sculpture I wanted to make today, the wood color of wood, okay? And what I did was I started making like a pattern, like a design, an architectural design, because artists also become architects in the future. So we need to start thinking about this different, about volume and form and about unity and about pattern. We need to start thinking about all of that. We also talked about Kengo Kuma, an architect that creates huge sculptures that people could walk into. All right, so think about all of these concepts, and next week we're gonna finish this sculpture, okay? So be good, stay safe, have a good week, and remember, creative minds create a better future. Bye bye.